So you're big on sedation, oral conscious sedation dentistry.
I love doing sedation patients because you can do so many things. Number one, patient doesn't remember what went on that appointment. They love that. You know, number two is we can accomplish so many things in few appointments. No more one tooth, go back to the office, one more tooth, come back to have the crown seated back and forth, back and forth. Patients hate that. The experience, the number one thing that I hear, it's a patient joke, and I've heard it a million times, when you say to somebody in the dental office, "How you doing today?" They come back at you, "Terrible, I'm at the dental office." Well, if I had $1 for every time I heard that, Randy, I'd be on.
Do you have a funny comeback?
Yeah.
Like saying, "Hey, no offense, doctor, but I don't like the dentist"?
No, I usually say, well, we're gonna try and make that appointment as comfortable as possible for you. But there is really nothing fun about going to the dental office. Shots, fillings, crowns, root canals, extractions. The smell of the dental office. I try and make my office not smell. I get that compliment all the time from patients. "Doc, this doesn't smell like a dental office." But let me just tell you one thing about sedation patients, Randy. When I'll see these patients, I have them fill out a really simple form. It has nothing medical on there. It just talks about I'm a high gagger. I'm afraid. I've had bad experiences when I was a child. I go in there with that sheet and I start rapport with the patient. I ask them these questions, and sometimes I'll go to shake their hand and it's so clammy. Sometimes they're shaking in the chair. But
Wow.
Every single time after I've talked to them, after we've explained everything to them, now patients will tell me by the time they leave, they said, I didn't realize that I would be coming to this place and you would be talking to me and you would be listening to me and you would have that feeling about everything that I talked about and find an avenue for me to get healthy again. And it's really amazing. I mean, it's absolutely amazing.
So there are really a lot of people that are like phobic or anxiety over the dentist?
Patients have had bad experiences. Patients tell me, when they grew up, their parents didn't have a lot of money. There's so many different stories out there, Randy. But the bottom line is that our approach, non-judgmental, we're not going to judge you. We're just here to help you, And I understand all these things. I understand where they're coming from. But my goal is just to get them comfortable and for them to trust me enough for them to allow me to fix their mouth.
Now, do you have people that initially, when they first met you, were really afraid of the dentist, and then because of sedation, now they?
Oh yeah,
not afraid
we have patients. I always think of one patient in particular. Guy's name is Steve. He was a sedation patient about 4 or 5 years ago. Never went to the dentist. We did sedation, fixed his mouth up in 2 appointments. He comes in every 3 months for his cleaning. Even if I don't have to see him that day, he makes it a point to stop. Say, "Hey doc, take care. We'll see you, next time." And it's just a wonderful thing because that we have transformed that life. And it's now something that he enjoys to do. And when we see his name on the schedule, we're all thumbs up. Steve's coming in today. It's a wonderful thing. I love doing that type of thing.